Ugh, my uniform doesn't fit. It's too tight around the chest. I want to get a new uniform, but I can't afford one right now. Oh, I guess there's no point in complaining. It's not like there's anything you can do. You'll get me a new uniform? Really? I would love that. Sorry for whining about my problems. Hello? I told you not to call me when I'm at school! Like I said, that was a one-time thing. I don't want to do that again. How much did you say? Well, if it's just one more time, then I guess it's okay. How about tonight? Where we met last time? In Seisuta Town? Okay then, I'll see you tonight. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, well, it's nothing. I guess there's one thing I want to talk about. Ever since my mom died, my dad's been drinking a lot. Sometimes, when he's drunk, he comes into my room and... Forget I said anything. I really, really don't want to talk about it. Look, I said I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone, okay? I'm not gonna say anything else. Please, just drop it.
Oh, there he is! Oh, Senpai. When will you notice how I feel about you? Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll tell him how I feel this Friday. I hope he accepts my feelings.
Hey, don't turn off the lights! No, turn the lights back on! Stop! There's someone in here! Ugh. I have to turn the stupid lights back on. Where is it? Where's my phone? Did I drop it somewhere? I hope it wasn't stolen. Oh, my phone. How did it get here? Oh, you're the one who wanted to meet me here? Your note said that you wanted to talk about domestic abuse? Oh, you've got it all wrong. My father doesn't do anything to me. He cries. He cries and talks about his debt problems. When my mom died last year, my family lost a lot of money. My dad took out a loan so that he could continue to pay for my tuition fees, but it turns out that he borrowed money from some really shady people. They raise the interest rate by 10% every 10 days, and they threaten to get violent with him if he doesn't pay up. I'm trying to help my dad get out of debt. I'm trying to earn money any way I can, but the only ways to make money fast are gross. I think it's called Ronshaku loans. What? No! Please, don't get involved. I doubt there's anything you could do about it. I appreciate your concern, but I don't think there's anything else to be said. Thanks for letting me talk about my problems. You have a nice place, Yan-chan. Where are your parents? So you take care of yourself? That must be hard. I want to thank you again for helping my dad. I won't ask what you did. I'm sure it's something that you wouldn't want to talk about. But I hope you gave him what he deserved. Loan sharks are awful people. I did a bunch of stupid things while I was trying to make money. But my biggest regret was getting Saki involved. I never told her about my dad's debt, but I did tell her that I needed money fast. She tried to help me out by selling her underwear to some boys outside of school. In the end, she couldn't go through with it. So instead of selling her bra, she threw it over the school wall. I wonder if she ever found it. That must have been so embarrassing for her. I feel so bad about it. But now it's all in the past. You saved my dad, And now I can finally stop spending my time trying to make money in gross ways. Oh, I just realized I've been rambling this entire time. You said that you had something important to tell me, right? Oh, you know about that? What did you want to say about him? I have really strong feelings for that boy. I don't want to lose him. But I could never take someone away from you after everything you've done for me. Okay, I'll stay away from him. But you'd better take really good care of him, okay?
Hey, Yan-chan. We're trying to rehearse for a play, but the lead actress isn't here. Would you mind filling in for her? Come on, it'll be fun. It's a play about a serial killer. Yay! Come with me, Yan-chan. Oh, I understand. Bye, then. The killer picked up the knife that was on the table. Then she went on a killing spree, murdering everyone around her. With each kill, she lost more and more of her sanity, and her attacks became more brutal and savage. When the deed was done, she burst into maniacal laughter. Now that she had calmed down, she was able to proceed to the next phase of her plan. The killer quickly began to destroy the evidence of her crime. She picked up one of the corpses. She carried the corpse to a nearby incinerator, and she dumped the corpse inside. Once all 5 corpses were in the incinerator, she activated it. With the corpses incinerated, she prepared to clean up the rest of the evidence. The killer started to clean up all of the blood that she had spilled. First, she grabbed a bucket. She brought it to a sink and filled it with water. Then, she added bleach to the water and dipped a mop into the bucket. After that, she mopped up every last drop of blood on the ground. With all of the blood mopped up, she moved on to the next part of the cleanup process. The killer quickly ran to the shower building to clean herself up. She opened up her locker. She removed her blood-splattered outfit and changed into a towel. Then she took a shower and washed the blood from her body. When she was clean, she returned to the locker and changed into clean clothing. Perfectly clean. Now, nobody would suspect that she just committed murder a few minutes ago. The killer carried the murder weapon to a drinking fountain and used water to wash the blood away. Then, she picked up the clothes that she had worn during her killing spree. She brought the blood-stained clothing to a washing machine, tossed it inside, and activated it, wiping away the last piece of evidence that connected her to the crime. I just thought of something. Instead of cleaning the evidence, she could have just dumped it into the incinerator along with the corpses, you know? Well, I guess it works either way. The killer needed to steal a key, but a witness was nearby. So she hid behind a nearby wall. When she was hidden from view, she performed a creepy giggle. The witness, confused and unsettled by this unexpected sound, began to investigate the noise. While the witness was distracted, the killer quickly grabbed the unguarded key. With the key in hand, the killer was able to proceed to the next phase of her master plan. The killer wanted to dispose of a corpse, but witnesses were nearby. So she put on a raincoat, put a tarp underneath the corpse of her latest victim, grabbed a circular saw, and chopped her victim's corpse into pieces. She removed the raincoat, dumped the dismembered body parts into the incinerator, and activated it. She disposed of a corpse in front of a group of witnesses without raising any suspicion. Excellent. The killer made a mistake. She allowed a witness to see her while she was covered in blood. The killer's reputation was at stake. She spoke to the witness and quickly made up an excuse. The witness fell for it. Next, the killer casually socialized with the witness to maintain her act. The witness was a member of the drama club, so the killer made a positive comment about drama. The killer was now on good terms with the witness. Her reputation was safe. For now. The killer researched her victims thoroughly before killing them. She took out her smartphone, snapped a photo of her victim's face, saved it for future use, and hid behind a wall before her victim could take notice of her. By studying her victim's routine, she could visualize her victim's whereabouts at any point in time. She could even visualize the presence of nearby objects that would be useful for committing murder. The killer grabbed a syringe and a tranquilizer. She hid the syringe in her clothing. She spoke to her next victim and convinced the unsuspecting girl to follow her into a secluded room. She closed the door behind her, took out the syringe, and stabbed the girl from behind. She dragged the girl's unconscious body to a large case and dumped her inside of it. She left the area and returned after midnight to collect the body of her victim, with no witnesses. Next, she used a giggle to lure her victim away from her food. Then, while her victim was distracted, she put the rat poison into her meal. If she could manage to find some lethal poison, I guess she could put that in the food instead. The killer waited until the victim was puking into a toilet, snuck up behind her, and drowned her. The killer planned to murder her next victim with electricity. The first step was grabbing a bucket. The killer decided to drown her next victim. First, she grabbed some rat poison. Then, she picked up a car battery and threw it into the puddle of water. She filled the bucket up with water and dumped the water on the ground at her victim's feet. As the killer continued to take lives, she encountered different types of victims. Most of her victims were easy to take down. Even as she stood over the corpse of her latest victim, she was already planning her next murder. But some of them fought back. Some victims would fight tooth and nail against the killer, attempting to disarm and apprehend her. However, she always stood victorious in the end. Her next victim would die by fire. She grabbed a canister of gasoline and poured it into a bucket. She poured the gasoline into a water cooler and set up the trap. She prepared to build a tripwire trap. She grabbed a knife, a spool of thread, and masking tape. Today, she would eliminate her target and dispose of all evidence without being spotted even once. After her unsuspecting victim was covered in gasoline, she used a candle to light her on fire. Mission accomplished. There was nothing she could not do. She had become a true master of death.
Oh, you're leaving already? Okay. See you around.
Thanks for your help, Yanchan. Wait, Yanchan, that's not right. But don't worry, it's okay. We'll just start over and try again.